Myanmar's ruling junta faces global condemnation after executing 4 pro-democracy figures, including Pyo Tor, a politician allied with ousted leader Aung San Suu Kyi, and veteran activist Cho Min-yu, also known as Ko Jimmy. They were convicted of terrorism in January for supporting actions against the country's military leaders. The junta mounted a coup in 2021, overthrowing elected officials. It's the country's first use of capital punishment in decades.
For them, committing these kind of crimes in judicial or out of judicial doesn't matter. The main thing is they want to hold the power. They want to prove who is in power. They want to instill fear among us, especially the resistant groups and the general public. So they will do everything they can.
But not everyone has been cowed. In Yangon, a dozen mass protesters risked arrest with a public demonstration, holding a banner reading, "We will never be frightened," and calling out the names of the executed, to applause from local residents.
The junta is despised by most people. They have no support among the population in Myanmar to speak of. If they can't rule by the consent of the people of Myanmar, which they obviously cannot, then they're going to try to terrify them even more than they have to this point.
In the year since the military took power, at least 1,500 people have been killed in protests, with thousands more dead in armed uprisings. That and the executions are prompting countries like the US to call for international action against Myanmar's military rulers.
We underscore that with the escalating violence, with these horrific atrocities that the junta has carried out, there can be no business as usual with this regime. We urge all countries to ban the sale of military equipment to Burma, to refrain from lending the regime any degree of international credibility.
But credibility is already wanting at home, and if Myanmar's military rulers keep facing resistance, more lives are likely to be lost for the junta to cling to power. Ryan Hill Kilpatrick for TaiwanPlus.